was in middle school, as soon as that final bell rang, I'd go hit the YMCA. I can't tell you how many shots I've taken there or how many games I won or lost, but it always felt like home base for me. But I always dreamed about something bigger. I want all the kids here to dream big. I love home, and there's nothing wrong with
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We get a look at the sun shining on the... And we've got...
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much.
The Jazz, like Memphis, willing to grind. Thanks, D.A. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Porter. Then it's Rivers. And for the Jazz, Mitchell and Bogdanovich. They're the wings. O'Neal is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Now here is Conley. They double-team Conley. Pass to O'Neal. To the inside. And Gobert kicks to O'Neal. Passes it to Mitchell. 4 on the clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Mitchell's got the first basket of the game for Utah. And tonight, two clubs, Smitty, that love to work their half-court sets. What can the fans expect tonight?
I think when you look at two teams, Kevin, that play at a slower pace and like to play in a half court, you will see more basketball strategy. That's some old school hoops, and I like watching it.
Here's Conley. Michael Porter making his last shot. Conley with it from 20 feet out. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And the shot is good.
I mean, wonderful court vision. Sometimes Rivers gets locked in to finding his own shot. This time, finds the open man.
Now here is Conley. Over to the wing. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Back to O'Neal. For the three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Such a valuable playmaker for this team. Mitchell can get his own and get others involved as well.
And when you talk about certain players having that it factor, Donovan Mitchell fits that bill.
He does. Confident in his approach, GA. Fearless on his attack. Donovan Mitchell is one of those guys who can go off for 50 if you let him get into rhythm. As long as he's in Utah, that team will remain competitive.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And such a great all-around player for over a decade now. Conley is one of the class acts in our league.
He is, GA. One of the best floor leaders we have. He's completely unselfish. Also, 3-time NBA Sportsmanship Award winner. And in 2019 was named NBA Teammate of the Year.
And now Utah, fast break. Trying to get open is Bogdanovich. And it's Conley that time on the assist by Mitchell.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Porter against Bogdanovich. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Outside Bogdanovich. And there's the feed to Gobert. O'Neal inside. He's against Gordon. Launches a three. O'Neal misses. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. They trail by 3. Here's Jokic. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Now here's Conley. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Conley's got 6 points.
Well, he's wiry strong. Conley's made a living taking contact and making shots.
Porter against Bogdanovich. And finished off by Porter.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here is Conley. He's got 6. Mitchell looking it over. And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul for the Jazz. Derek Favors checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for O'Neal. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Here's Clarkson. Now here's Ingles to the paint. Kicks it out to Mitchell. The Jazz with another miss. Nuggets have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Here's Gordon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Denver making a switch here. That one drops. He ties it up. Here's Mitchell. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Ingles in the corner. Back to Mitchell. On the wing, Ingles. Mitchell outside. Another shot. And Favors kicks to Mitchell. Cranes the three-pointer. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
Mitchell's really been working on getting free off the ball and being accurate off the catch and shoot.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Jazz. And always interesting to hear from Donovan Mitchell, who recently...
Everybody had their reputations of what we...
And you know, Greg, Mitchell's going to be right in the middle of it, leading the way.
And on top of everything else he does, he's elite at getting his own shot. We've seen him carry this team offensively at times. Boy, he is special.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen from the Jazz so far, what's your take?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
And that's really hard on a defense, having to play deeper into the clock and having to cover a lot more ground.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, we've got Green. He's out there with Paul Millsap. Monte Morris is out there with Aaron Gordon. And it's Howard in at the point. Favors. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Millsap. Stolen by Mitchell. In the corner, it's Clarkson. They get it again. Howard against Mitchell. Back to Clarkson. And the call is going to be... Yes, it is. An illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Mike Conley is a 3-time Sportsmanship Award winner. He's also won the Teammate Award. And he's never been assessed a technical foul at any level of basketball. Now, some ask if going easy on the refs costs him calls down the road. But Coach Quinn Snyder said, it's hard to imagine that handling yourself with poise and respect can ever be a negative. Guys?
Well said. Thanks, David. Another miss by Utah.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
I mean, simply an incredible postseason performance from Donovan Mitchell. The team went out in the first round, but he put the scoring load on his back. One of the best displays of offense I've ever seen in the postseason.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Rudy Gobert comes in for Bogdanovich. And it's Mike Conley in for Donovan Mitchell. Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Here is Conley. Michael Porter making his last shot. Conley, the pass to Clarkson. And Morris comes over to help. Conley inside the line. Ingles dishes to Conley. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. You know, Greg, you look at the numbers that Mitchell put up in that series. Simply amazing.
I mean, he was putting up 40, 50-point games like it was nothing. At times, the guy looked unguardable. Truly one of the young stars to come out of the Orlando bubble.
And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Outside, Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game. And
thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
So it's the Jazz now. Denver getting their last shot to go. Pass to O'Neal. Back to Conley. Gobert controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Jazz lead by 3.
He has a standing reach of 9'7". Gobert making that play look routine.
Campazzo. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Conley surveying the D. The pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Second chance shot. Gobert finds Conley. Clarkson against Rivers. Back to Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Gobert. Here's Favors. Outside Conley. And another shot. Another miss by Conley.
Having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
And finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Here's Conley. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. Big-time play throughout the first half for Michael Porter. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. He's been and that's
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Michael Porter.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's Gobert in at the 5. That's the group right now for Utah. Takes a 3. O'Neal misses. Denver leading by 3. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big men. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
The drive by Mitchell. Gobert finds Bogdanovich. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Rudy Gobert.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Porter in the corner. Lets it go with a three. Denver the rebound. Jokic passes to Gordon. O'Neal against Porter. Gordon kicks to Jokic. Gobert with the block.
With plays like that, Gobert can start to get in your head. He covers so much ground.
Conley against Rivers. Mitchell right side. Feeds it to Gobert. Jokic with the steal. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Joe Ingles is checked in for O'Neal. Gobert the pass to Mitchell. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Gobert can't hit.
Shaky start to the half. Going 1 for 4. Still trying to find that groove.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. I know you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end.
Now Conley. 8 points for him. Gobert finds Conley. Back to Gobert. Jokic with the steal. And now here comes Gordon leading the break. Wants to get it to Morris and does. To the inside. Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Knocked away. Howard with the steal. And here's the fast break. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
Mitchell dishes to Gobert. No good again that time.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And it's good. 2 points. Gordon's got 6 points in the quarter.
Not one to shy away from contact. It's all part of the toughness that Gordon brings to the table.
Here's Conley, and that one is good.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Mitchell against Morris. 46 seconds left in the third. Pass to Jokic. 3 on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert. O'Neal comes in for Bogdanovic. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. And then for Denver, Paul Millsap is checked in for Green. Porter comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Austin Rivers in for Monte Morris.
Watch out. When Favors gets loose around the rim, he can pound it.
And here is Howard. Here's the teardrop. The rebound by the Jazz. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. 5 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Clarkson. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got his 5th assist in this one. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nuggets lead by 9. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Millsap and Jokic, the big man. Then there's Austin Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter.
Donovan Mitchell pushing the basketball down your throat. We know he's going to be aggressive time and time again.
Campazzo, covered by Mitchell. Pass to Jokic. 5 on the clock. And Jokic slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Pass to Favors. Kicks it out to Mitchell. There's the pass to Ingles. Back to Mitchell. It's stolen. Here we go, one-on-one. Campazzo makes it off the glass. And now it's an 11-point Nugget lead.
That's a pretty serious blow, guys. I mean, they are showing they want this game, staying active defensively and putting up some quick points.
Mitchell passes to Ingles. Here is Favors. Jokic defending. Jazz passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Ingles can't get it to go. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. Here's Porter. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And we are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
Mitchell right side. Snatched away. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Millsap's running. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Now that's beautiful. Millsap could have forced something there, but instead waits for his open teammate.
Inside. Here's Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Down low. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Jokic passes to Porter. Back to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Pass to O'Neal. Back to Mitchell. Six on the shot clock. He feeds it to Favors. Jokic with the steal. Campazzo, covered by Mitchell. It's Jokic top of the key. Great D that time from Favors. Jazz trail by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Nuggets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Michael Porter.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Rivers can't get it to go. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Campazzo, covered by Mitchell. Jokic on top, over O'Neal. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nuggets lead by 15.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
You know, give them credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Morris looking over the floor. Outside, Porter. No good.
The heart and hustle of Conley really putting in work on defense.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
next play is from Cafe Duro in the city. Bold move backflipping during a play, then stuns him with the recovery block. And what's this? So much intimidation that even the celebration dance forces a miss. A step.
And David.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then it's Rivers. Then it's Porter. And for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Now, here's Kleber. Just 5 on the clock. And the dunk by Doncic.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. It's deflected. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball.
What a basketball mind when you think about Luka Doncic. This guy in the break is exploiting defenses.
It's Rivers on the wing. To the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Now, here's Doncic. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And then Rivers with the dunk.
There is a sneaky athleticism when you're talking Austin Rivers. He goes to the cup with authority.
Doncic bounce pass. Hardaway with a wide open look. A 3-pointer no good. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And how about the strength from the big fella? Porter is used to having to power through contact.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now, here's Doncic. Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. The tray. No good there.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You love to see that kind of effort.
Inside, Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Doncic outside. Passes it to Porzingis. And it's good for 2. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think 2 guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the 2 guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the Nuggets making a change here. Mavericks trailed by 3. Here's Brunson. Back to Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
Now here's Gordon. No points in the game yet for him.
If you don't keep Aaron Gordon out of the paint, it's going to be a long night. How easy is that?
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. And here is Doncic. He's got 6 on the shot clock. Brunson finds Doncic. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Doncic has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Morris passes to Green. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Morris. Right side, Green. Banked in off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic.
See, the combination of size, mobility, athleticism gives Aaron Gordon the necessary attributes to be an excellent defender.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Nuggets lead by 3. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Dwight Powell. Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Cauley Stein. And it's Doncic in at small forward. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
You better come stronger than that. Cauley Stein, a presence defensively.
Doncic with the steal. Unhindered, going all the way. Yep, that one goes. Brunson's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Mavs.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now, here is Morris. Now Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Wow, incredibly quick feet of Aaron Gordon. This guy excels at seeing lanes to the rim and taking advantage.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Powell. And Brunson has it in the corner. Dallas moving it around. Lock at 6. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis is coming in for Dwight Powell. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Doncic. And a switcher also for Denver. Porter's checked in for Gordon. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley Stein. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And the pass to Jokic. And the shot goes in. Jokic has got his second basket.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Porzingis high post. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
You have to know how to play pick and roll in today's NBA, and Porzingis has got great instincts of when to dive and when to fade.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Wow, that's the mobility of Porzingis, gliding in for the finish.
Outside, Porter to the paint. And Paul Millsap, the bucket on the assist by Porter. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Out left of the wing. Porzingis inside. He's against Jokic. Porzingis finds Hardaway. The shot goes down and he gets this game back to even. Hardaway has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Rivers scanning the floor. Kleba with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Elway is checked in. Outside, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Porzingis with the block.
Porzingis so fast off the floor when he challenges a shot. Helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
2 on the clock. Millsap misses.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for Richardson. Now here's Brunson. Here's Porzingis. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Monte Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. Dallas with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Doncic left side. On the wing, Hardaway. It's good from long range. Hardaway has got the lead up to 7 now for the Mavs.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
On the wing, Hardaway. 3-pointer. That one doesn't go. He beat the buzzer!
Delivery at the buzzer. That is beautifully done.
Oh, that's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Listen, under duress of the end of the period, you just throw it up and hope.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They were always within striking distance. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shut up. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Porter is out there with Gordon, and it's Nikola Jokic. Then there's Austin Rivers. Doncic feeling it out. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day who was my favorite. You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Doncic outside. Right side, Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Hardaway from outside. Offensive rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the basket by Gordon.
You've got to stay between Aaron Gordon and the basket, particularly in transition. If you don't, you're toast.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Passes it to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Porter's running. Misses from close range. And the call up against Jokic. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. Cauley Stein comes in for Porzingis. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Hardaway. Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Doncic outside. Fires from 18, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Doncic has got 10 points.
Their first basket in 4 tries. Let's see if that basket gets them going. It can be contagious now.
Here's Porter. Lays it up and banks it in. Porter's got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Doncic outside. Pulls up. High post. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Melly is checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Morris kicks to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
Brunson with a clean look. No good on the triple. Nuggets have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Morris right side. Millsap finds Porter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Mavericks have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell, because in 2017, Kleba texted with Nowitzki before signing with Dallas. But though they come from the same town, they didn't know each other until they became teammates. That's extraordinary.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Luka Doncic. We've got 1:28 left here in the third quarter. Thompson with it. 6 to shoot. Here's Powell, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
Tell you, even with some physical contact, Powell gets it done. Love his persistence.
Pass to Jokic. Shooting foul. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Gordon. No good on that one. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Redick. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Out to Morris. Count the basket and the foul. That's on J.J. Redick.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Now here's Brunson. Lots of room. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Brunson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Morris kicks to Howard. Here's Green. No good on the last second attempt there. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Dallas up. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
The Nuggets trail by 3. Now the pass to Howard. Here's Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he knocks down the first one.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Redick comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Connects from three-point range.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Dishes to Rivers. And then Rivers with the dunk.
Austin Rivers knows how to navigate through defenses. Puts the ball on the deck and gets to his spot.
Doncic outside. Outside Hardaway. Got a piece of it. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Rivers. Finished off the break. Rivers has got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. And it's Rivers with the rebound. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Porter's checked in. pass to Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Porzingis.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Doncic outside. On the wing, Hardaway. Clock at 6. They grab their own miss. Doncic finds Kleba. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
All by himself, trying to step up. He's got to be frustrated with the miss.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Gordon dishes to Porter. Trying to find Jokic, gets it to him. Mavericks with the rebound. Hardaway passes to Doncic. And the shot goes in.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Look at Doncic with the delivery.
Porter kicks to Rivers. Here's Jokic. Out to the right wing. Here's Gordon. A second chance effort, and there's Porter on the assist by Gordon. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Porter. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Just refusing to back down when the spotlight's brightest. Porter outstanding at taking over here in the play.
Doncic, no good. Here's Denver now. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Rivers finds Gordon. Rebounded by Hardaway. Here's Finney-Smith. And foul on the shot. So he'll get... And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, well, Mike Malone talked to his team during that last time out. He challenged his players to try to take control here. He said, this is when we want to be efficient. This is when we absolutely have to execute. Let's see if they can get it done, Kevin.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Outside, Porter. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Nice D from Porzingis. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Doncic outside. The 3 ball. Misses the 3. And now we've got the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And the ceiling so high for Porter. A versatile, effective forward who does so many things well.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Runs in the pass to Porzingis. There's the triple. So we see Denver get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was.
over. Check back here June 18th. That's when we will announce the winners in each category in the Shoe Creator Contest. And then you get to vote for which shoe you want to see in game.
And if you've recently come across our 2K TV team and
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. And with tip-off coming up,
Kevin, thank you very much.
Thanks, David. That's David Aldridge, our NBA Hall of Famer. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Rudy Gobert is out there with O'Neal. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Mitchell with it. All right, Clark, old school lineups tonight. Both sides anchored by great pivot men.
Kevin, I can hear the excitement in your voice, man, and I share that excitement when you see big guys that can go at it in old school fashion. I love seeing that because we don't see it that much these days with all of the three-point shooting. We get to see big guys going to work in the paint. I love it.
Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
Now, here's Doncic. Five on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Hardaway for 3. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game. And then Mitchell with the dunk.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Now, here's Doncic. Yes, that goes in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Conley. Lets it go from 14. Bogdanovich, no luck.
And entering the league as a complimentary scorer, Bogdanovich put up 20 points a game last year. That was a career high in the 4th straight year that he improved his scoring average.
Here is Conley. Following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis. Pass to Gobert. Mitchell outside. Gobert, great positioning on the putback.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now, here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
And another area where Bogdanovich is helping the offense. Greg is doing a better job of creating for others.
I mean, he still has that shoot-first mentality, but now if he doesn't have a clean look, he's much more willing to make the extra pass, and that makes him just that much more valuable to this team.
Richardson, he's checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Joe Ingles, he's checked in for the Jazz. Clarkson comes in for Michael Conley. Now here's Brunson. Lets it go from the wing. Dallas again missing.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Clarkson finds Bogdanovich. Porzingis with the block. Richardson attacking. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Exactly what Richardson can do on the drive. I mean, he can handle the ball. He's got a quick step, and he can finish when he gets to the rim.
Richardson against Mitchell. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Now here's Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pass to Doncic. Gobert with the block. Tries to save it, but they recover it. Tries again, and Doncic lays it in. Doncic has got his third basket of the night.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
The pass to Bogdanovich. Mitchell against Richardson. Ingles passes to Mitchell. Over Richardson. Kept alive. Here's Gobert. Nice D from Porzingis.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
The three for Doncic. Comes up empty here. That puts him at 3 for 6. Utah trailing here. Gobert finds Bogdanovich. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Both good from the line that time. 8 seconds left in the first quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Melly. It's a tie game in Dallas. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Clarkson. Joe Ingles is out there with Rudy Gobert. Then it's Conley, and it's Favors in at the 5. To the wing right side. To the inside. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. Conley the pass to Favors. Can't cash in from close range.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
You know, with good shooting form and technique and a knack for scoring, Hardaway Jr. is confident with the deep ball.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And Favors kicks to Ingles. Conley against Richardson. 5 to shoot. Out to Conley. It's not going to go for him. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
Another miss by Utah. Mavericks leading by 3. Up the floor, here's Finney-Smith. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's O'Neal. And it's Melly with the rebound.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Jazz trail by 3. Deflects the pass. O'Neal dishes to Conley. Six to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. To the paint. Here's Powell. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Conley. It's tipped. Fast break, Dallas. Passes it to Powell. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Cans the shot from the wing. Hardaway has got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays, there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Porzingis is coming in for Nikola Melli. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson. Oni with the bucket.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
Here's Brunson. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 7. And they pick up 2. Mitchell's got 6 points.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge. And if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Brunson and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Out in his own on the break. Here's Porzingis. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
And, you know, we talk a lot about confidence right there. Porzingis showed plenty of it.
Here's Gobert. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, that's a tough call there.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taking full advantage of it.
Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Hardaway is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward position. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. And it's Doncic missing. Jazz trail by 7.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff. You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
Doncic against Conley. Here's Mitchell. He feeds it to Gobert. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Kleba. Josh Richardson's checked in for the Mavericks. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
Here is Conley. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The drive by Mitchell. Here's Gobert. And Bogdanovich kicks to O'Neal. Jazz passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Mitchell finds Gobert outside Bogdanovich. Here's Mitchell. Oh, drew the foul. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. And Doncic, here we go. Missed inside.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Doncic against Mitchell. Doncic looking it over. Pass to Porzingis. Bounce pass, Kleba. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, the coaching staff loves seeing this. I mean, Porzingis being active and effective from this area here.
And the foul on Josh Richardson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Richardson. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. 9 feet out. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Porzingis.
And with deceptive speed and a lengthy wingspan, defenders can sometimes just get stuck fouling favors.
Dallas making a switch here. Hardaway's checked in. The Mavericks leading. Now Brunson. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. On the wing, Hardaway. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
That's just too easy. You got to offer more resistance. I mean, Hardaway Jr., very dangerous once he gets this type of position.
Mitchell up top. 13 points in the game. Count it. Good. Mitchell's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Over in the corner, Doncic. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Back to Mitchell. Feeds to Favors. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Utah also making some changes. Gobert comes in for Joe Ingles, and it's Conley in for Mitchell. Outside Hardaway. From outside, off the mark.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
When Gobert goes up, he gets up. Airtime to spare as he slams the putback home.
Here's Brunson. Drops in the layup for 2. Brunson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Stolen by Brunson. Bogdanovich against Porzingis. And here's Doncic from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Here's Conley. Here's Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Gobert. And here's Bogdanovich for what a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the 3rd. And the lead is theirs heading into the final quarter.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. It's the Jazz up 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the 4th quarter. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Conley, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Clarkson in at the 2 guard. Gobert the pass to Conley. Outside Bogdanovich. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Utah gets it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
Outside Conley. 4 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. And that one comes up a bit short.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
And here is O'Neal. Outside Conley. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Well, you look at Mike Conley. He's been around a long time, folks, double-digit years. Does a little bit of everything out there, and outstanding, not only in the locker room, but also in the community, too. Just 5-star in every way.
A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson, and Josh Richardson subbed in for Hardaway. And a switcher also for Utah. Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Clarkson. And the Mavericks call time here. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear Rick Carlisle's message to his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open three, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Pass to O'Neal. Dishes it to Gobert. Porzingis comes with the double team. Mitchell wide open. The Jazz again can't hit it. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. To the left wing. Here's the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Now it's a 4-point Maverick lead.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
The pass to O'Neal. That's in there. Conley with the assist. O'Neal's got his first 3 points of the game.
Oh, you got to love the back and forth action we're witnessing here right now. I mean, the crowd's going crazy. One moment for one three-pointer, then they come right back and boom, another. Boy, this is starting to get real.
Guys, intensity turned up at its highest level. A perimeter bomb fest going on right now.
Here's Mitchell. You know, he rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Nice look there from Bogdanovic, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Mitchell dishes to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Shoots over Doncic. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Mavericks trailing. Fast break Dallas. Richardson's running. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Richardson.
Doncic not afraid of the moment. Actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
Mitchell outside. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Doesn't go for it. Mavericks are going 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. It's in!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Right wing. Conley kicks to Bogdanovic. Nice ball movement by Utah. The drive by Mitchell over Richardson. Again, Mitchell missing.
And you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Outside, Porzingis. Here's Doncic. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Michael Conley picks one up.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
And good that time.
Big-time play there from Mitchell. Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were all
right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Nuggets are not holding anything back in the wardrobe department as they made their entrance tonight, hoping we are...
Kevin, thanks.
What a great guy. D.A., thank you for that. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. Gobert is out there with O'Neal. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward. And for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there with Jokic. Then it's Rivers. Then it's Michael Porter. Now the pass to O'Neal. Back to Conley. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Gordon's running.
I like that, staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Conley with it. And tonight, a battle between conference rivals. These teams, Brent, know each other very well.
There are very few surprises for either opponent tonight in this game, Kevin. I think they actually send Christmas cards to one another. They know each other that well. Who is going to execute when it matters? That's going to be the difference.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
At the elbow, it's Gordon. To the right side. Good work defensively by Conley. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Mitchell. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Passes to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Mitchell against Rivers. Mitchell kicks to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. The drive by Mitchell. Here's Gobert. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Jazz passing it around. Now O'Neal. Outside Conley. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Nuggets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Porter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him, try to get in his head.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Michael Conley picks one up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the evening.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. Shoots from 14, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
He's so strong from mid-range. The D needs to keep in mind what a feel Mitchell has for that shot.
Jokic passes to Porter. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. At the elbow, Green. Back to Porter. Second shot opportunity, and the shot goes down. Porter's got 6.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. 6-point game.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
Count that one.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Rivers kicks to Porter. And the layup falls. 8 points for him.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Clarkson passes to Mitchell. Feeds it to Favors. Pass to Mitchell. Dishes to Favors. Over Jokic. Jazz working now with the fresh shot clock. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, the 6'10" Serbian Jokic is doing a little bit of everything. A decent scorer, a determined rebounder, and of course, an elite passer.
Free throw, good. Jokic. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Jazz trail by 8. Mitchell outside. He feeds it to Favors. A second chance effort. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the Denver Nuggets get called for the foul.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
Good on the second free throw. Here's Morris. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Howard dishes to Millsap. Back to Howard. It's tipped, and that concludes the first quarter of play. Nuggets ahead, up by 7. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So out there for the Nuggets right now, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And there's Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Howard in at the point. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Jazz. And here is Conley. High post, Gobert. Jazz passing it around. Conley, the pass to Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does.
Really good job on the timing of that cut into the lane. The speed that Clarkson has can be a problem for the defense.
Howard with it. Conley picks him up. Conley against Howard. Gobert with the block. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Clarkson. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Like to see Jordan turn on the Jets right there. Change of speed so hard to guard, and Jordan, he's very much capable of that.
Jokic inside. Defended by Gobert. Misses from short range. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. And the Nuggets making a change here. Green's checked in. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Conley into the lane. And Gobert kicks to Clarkson. Conley with a wide open look. But they'll get another chance. Gobert can't hit. For Denver, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Howard, good.
traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Conley surveying the D. Pass to Ingles. Back to Conley. Clock at 6. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. The Nuggets have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Howard, the pass to Green. Back to Howard. The dish to Millsap. The feed now to Gordon. Back to Millsap. Campazzo, guarded by O'Neal. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A different look for Utah. Bogdanovich is checked in for Joe Ingles. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Clarkson. Mitchell left side. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Man, he's a pure point guard with terrific vision. Conley finds open teammates at times before they realize they're open.
Campazzo, covered by Conley, and stolen by Bogdanovich. And JaMychal Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. And Utah also making a switch. Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert. Here's Mitchell. He has 5. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Paul Millsap picks one up.
And that's part of what Mitchell brings to the table. The willingness to operate on the perimeter or get in there and mix it up on the interior.
He's perfect from the line this time.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Rivers against Mitchell. Rivers dishes to Morris. The pass to Rivers. Feeds to Millsap. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Mitchell kicks to Conley. Back to Mitchell from past the arc. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
So it's Denver now, trailing by 4. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Jokic has checked in for Paul Millsap. Morris passes to Rivers. Here's Morris. Back to Rivers. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Jokic. Great D that time from Favors.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
For Utah, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
He hits both from the stripe. The Nuggets trail by 6.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Porter kicks to Green. Jokic passes to Porter.
And Jokic, even though we look at his body and you don't think he plays physically, he can do that.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. And the first one drops. So he gets them both.
Well, a big fellow with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. It was a rough ride in the first quarter for Utah. They struggled to find an offensive rhythm or come up with enough stop. And that's going to do it for...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. O'Neal is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Rivers finds Jokic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And with the dunk contest in Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
On the wing, Mitchell. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Mitchell against Porter. Now here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And Porter has such great athleticism, able to get up and throw it down.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Mitchell with it. Now defended by Jokic. And it's Mitchell missing.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Denver making a switch here. Howard's checked in. Utah also. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Conley against Howard. Yep, that one goes in there. Conley's got his second bucket tonight. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Fires for 3. The putback. It's good on the putback. And now just a 2-point Nugget lead.
Such determination on the glass. Not boxing out Favors is a huge mistake that you cannot afford to make.
Jokic kicks to Howard. Rivers passes to Jokic. Goes back up. Outside Gordon. It's Rivers on the wing. He dishes it to Millsap. Good on the bucket.
Well, Millsap, the go-to guy here. This offense has some sets where they like to get him the ball in some isolation. Good work on the inside that time.
Outside Conley. Passes it to Clarkson. From deep Ingles. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And last season, at least at first, it was a challenge for Ingles to mesh with Mike Conley.
Yeah, I mean, Conley came in to run the offense, which kind of took the ball out of Ingles' hands a little bit. But then Conley goes out with the hamstring, and that allowed Ingles to get back into rhythm, and he's been able to handle that load many times for this group.
4 on the clock. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And here's the break. Rivers with it. Conley picks him up. Rivers can't get it to go.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting it.
Jokic kicks to Howard. Here's Millsap, and Millsap slams it in.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Favors. Ingles dishes to Clarkson.
I see him.
Another shot. Conley with the 3. It's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Back to Rivers. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
Got to play defense for more than the first pass. That time Clarkson stays with.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Nuggets on top, ending the third quarter on a 14-6 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Now the passing for the team becoming contagious, this time involving the big.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Jokic is out there with Jermichael Green. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Michael Porter. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Mitchell with it. Pass to Clarkson. 3-pointer. And the 3-ball is good.
Clarkson draining one from deep, something he has to continue to work on. Stretch out the floor.
Morris kicks to Porter. Back to Morris. Denver passing it around. Porter passes to Jokic. Stolen by O'Neal. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Mitchell against Porter. Back to Mitchell. With the teardrop, nice D from Porter. The Nuggets leading by 3. Shots good by Green. Green's got his first basket. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Utah Jazz. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Inside, stolen by O'Neal. And now Utah, fast break. Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Clarkson.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
And Jokic slams it in.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Mitchell outside. Green with the block. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Jokic is running. up again. Jokic on the follow.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
Jazz trail by 5. Now Mitchell. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. Favors finds Clarkson. The drive by Mitchell. Favors passes to Mitchell, and out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. Gordon's checked in for Green. Gobert's checked in for Utah. Mike Conley comes in for Clarkson. 1:42 left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Jokic. Dishes it to Gordon. Porter in the corner. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 6. They get it back. And Jokic throws it down.
A little bit of hustle, a little bit of energy. Jokic right now pounding the offensive glass and not quitting on these possessions.
At the elbow, it's Gobert. Kicks it out to Bogdanovic. Porter with the steal. Campazzo laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And it's a 9-point Denver lead.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Mitchell outside. To stop the run. That one doesn't drop. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Here's Conley, and the layup is good.
And a little contact on the shot, but Conley with the laser focus on the finish.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Mitchell against Morris. Outside Porter. Back to Morris. The pass to Jokic. Denver needs to get off his shot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. So it's the Jazz now. The three from Thomas. Oni. Basket good.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. And check out the Mavs. Fashion first, getting off the... Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for the Nuggets, we've got Aaron Gordon. Also, Michael Porter's out there. Rivers out there with Jokic. Doncic, no good.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
It's Rivers on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Eldors, it should be an interesting matchup in the low post. How do you see the battle of the bigs playing out in this one tonight?
Boy, what a classic low post, strength-on-strength contest we are in for tonight. Now, that's more the exception than the norm these days. But I'll tell you what, you give me some skilled big men on the box doing work, I'm all about that. Hard to find any weakness in Doncic's offensive game. Boy, when this three-point shot is dropping, look out.
And that one's good by Porter.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now, here's Doncic. Lets it go from deep. Porter pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Doncic. Right side, Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Down low. Pass to Rivers. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Right side, Porter. Jokic with the bucket.
Boy, they came ready to play. That's 4 straight buckets to start the game.
Doncic outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Morris is checked in for the Nuggets.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 7-point differential. Pass to Kleba. To the inside. Here's Porzingis, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, and with his height, it is really hard to affect Porzingis' shot without fouling him. He is a problem for defenders.
A different look for Dallas. Melly is checked in for Maxi Kleba. Richardson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now, here's Green. Howard, the pass to Gordon. Millsap left side. To the middle. Clock at 4. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. The Mavericks pull it in.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
2 points. That one goes. Doncic has got 5.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now, here's Howard. On the wing, Morris. And the pass to Green. It's hauled in by Richardson. Mavericks trail by 3. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
Denver's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Outside for Millsap. Pass to Morris. Millsap at the elbow. Back to Morris. All alone. And again, Denver no good.
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open. Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Morris passes to Gordon. Feeds it to Millsap. And nothing is falling for him right now. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. Ethan. And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the floor for Dallas, Jalen Brunson out there with Josh Richardson. Then there's Doncic. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center, locking down the middle. Outside, Green. That shot off. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. Passes it to Brunson. Here's Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. Here's Jokic following the score by Josh Richardson. 6 to shoot. The dish to Rivers. Campazzo got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Dallas making a switch here. Kleber's checked in. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Richardson with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And so the ball is out of bounds. Richardson touched it last.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
The Nuggets trail. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Nailed from three-point land.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Now here's Powell. Richardson kicks to Kleber. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And it's Millsap with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Jokic against Powell. Jokic passes to Porter. Offensive rebound.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
Now here's Richardson. To the paint. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. And finished off by Porter.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Now Hardaway. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Richardson, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Here's Porter, and he goes right over Dwight Powell and slams it down.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Richardson outside, and he converts the layup. Richardson's got 4 points in the quarter. Denver leading by 6. On the wing, Porter. .130 left to play here in the half. Powell with the steal. Porter with the steal. He wants to get to Millsap and does.
The crafty veteran likes seeing Millsap be aggressive and really force the defense to get physical.
Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. So both teams making some changes here.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Gordon against Doncic. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Boy, what body control from the Slovenian forward. Doncic comfortable taking on all challengers.
To the inside. It's intercepted. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
And so here's Denver. The Mavericks making the shot. Howard gets to Millsap. 6 on the shot clock. No good from 18.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Porzingis with the steal. And Doncic, here we go. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. That free throw good from Doncic.
And I think, guys, over time, you would anticipate Luka Doncic becoming more and more of a leader. This guy is so fun to watch from a skill perspective.
Here's Gordon. No good, unable to end this run. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. So they take the lead. Doncic has got the lead up to 1 now for the Mavs.
I'll tell you, Luka Doncic makes tough shots look easy. Boy, that close to the bucket through that much contact, not.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 16 points and
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So on the floor for Denver, Aaron Gordon out there with Porter. And it's Rivers, and it's Nikola Jokic.
In a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris, fell short of the output he had the last few years and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon. Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions? This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Porzingis on the follow. Porzingis has got 6 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Back to Porter, shoots it up. And again, it's Denver.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Doncic feeling it out. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And there's the call on Austin Rivers. That's his first foul. Josh Richardson's checked in for Hardaway. Doncic outside. Pass to Finney-Smith. Porter with the steal. Here's Gordon. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
Here's Doncic. Bucket is good. Doncic has got 4 points this quarter.
Luka Doncic is in distinguished company because his game is so far advanced for his age.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Outside Porter. Knocked loose. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over to the wing. Outside Howard. The Nuggets with another miss. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
And Porter, here we go. Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Runs in the pass to Porzingis. Dallas moving it around. And Doncic throws it down.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
Here's Porter. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. A good look from Doncic. The offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. Melli's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Richardson with it. Picked up by Rivers. And it's the Mavericks on the break.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Porter against Doncic. And Porter, here we go. And he makes good on the layup. Porter's got 6 here in this quarter. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Dallas leading by 5. Doncic outside. Fires the 3. Good on the triple. Doncic has got 25 points.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
Jokic kicks to Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And we are seeing the makings of a masterpiece here, guys, from Porter. A threat to score from anywhere within the half court.
The 3 for Doncic. Another 3 for Dallas.
This is unbelievable. He has over half the team's points right now.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got J.J. Redick. Richardson is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Dwight Powell. And it's Marjanovic in its center. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Impossible to stop the putback when he's got that kind of position.
Agreed, Greg. Let him get his hands on it inside and finish it off.
How about the activity level, the effort level? This team right now feeding off his energy.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
Burke, he's checked in for Dallas.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
Brunson against Morris. The three. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. And there's the pass to Gordon. Powell against Green. Clock at 6. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. Good work there as it goes.
And you better hammer Jokic to get him off on his shot. The Serbian is a solid 7-footer and laser focused.
Dallas calls timeout. Porter's checked in for JaMychal Green. A different look for Dallas. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
That free throw good from Doncic. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Morris looking over the floor. Outside, Porter. Jokic trying to free himself up. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Porter.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
Here's Doncic. Can he keep it going? It's good. Doncic has got 17 now just in the second half.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's Jokic. And that one hits back iron. Dallas leading by 10. Ahead. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Doncic outside. From outside the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. The Nuggets making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Up top, Doncic. And it's Rivers with the rebound. The Nuggets trail by 11. And Morris throws it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Richardson kicks to Porzingis. Back to Richardson. Doncic outside. Fires the three. Another three for Dallas.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
There's Porter with the three. No good that time. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Dallas.
And they had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Luka Doncic.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Morris against Doncic. There's the three. Jokic grabs the miss. Outside Gordon. It's Rivers on the wing. Off target.
Well, this is the energy you want to see from Luka on the defensive end on every possession. Up in his man's grill, affecting the shot. That is nice.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. Club. So Dallas will get the first possession. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. Now here's Doncic. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. O'Neal with the rebound. Conley feeling it out. Mitchell wide open. Misses the 3. Here's Dallas. An even 3-on-3 break. Hardaway with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer.
Encouraging to see Hardaway Jr. knock it down from there, proving he can do damage from this area.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney Smith is a guy you can win with, and you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
Doncic with it. Now defended by Gobert. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here is Conley. Kicks it out to Mitchell. A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Nice D from Porzingis. Doncic against Mitchell. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, like seeing these passes. Doncic has a keen sense for when one of his guys is open, and he gets it to him on time, on target.
Mitchell outside. Lays it up off the glass.
His first make, and, you know, maybe that will get him going.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Up top, Doncic. Covered by Conley. Doncic against Conley. Right side, Porzingis. The shot, no good. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Mitchell in the corner. Shoots the 3. Keeps it alive. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Ingles, and here's Gobert. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Dallas making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. Dallas leading by 3. And here is Doncic. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Tell you what, guys, that's not an easy finish, but somehow Doncic makes it look rather effortless.
And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. Up and in on the layup.
And there's an edge to Mitchell's game. He wants to be the guy in charge, and if that means he's got to get physical, he'll do it.
Now here's Brunson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Mavericks shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
Jazz trail by 6. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Mitchell against Brunson. And here's Ingles outside. Offensive rebound. Goes back up. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Here's the break. Here's the lob to the hoop. Pass to Brunson. Richardson left side. Doncic feeling it out. He gets it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their defense. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Dallas, we've got Josh Richardson. Dwight Powell is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Redick in at the small forward position. Now here's Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Kicks to Cauley-Stein. They grab their own miss. Richardson outside. Pass to Redick. Lets it go from deep. Here's Powell. No good, not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Jazz trail by 4. The wide open look here for Ingles. Hands it from downtown. Ingles has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's one of the guys they don't mind taking the 3 in transition when he's that open. He's lethal out there.
Brunson against Mitchell. Brunson the pass to Redick. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Here's Cauley-Stein, and he gets it to go.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Brunson against Mitchell. Now the feed to Gobert. Mitchell kicks to Clarkson. There's the pass to Ingles. Fires the 3. Up again, and there's Gobert, putting it right back in. Gobert's got 5 now.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Outside, Redick. Inside, here's Cauley-Stein. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime, though.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. O'Neal's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Bogdanovich comes in for Clarkson, and it's Mike Conley in for Mitchell. Conley dishes to O'Neal. Outside, Bogdanovich. A 3-ball. O'Neal misses.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
Redick with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. The shot by Cauley-Stein. No good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one. Missed it and has no one to blame but himself.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
Not much the defense could do there with Richardson bouncing like that.
The Jazz have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to O'Neal. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Brunson. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Richardson outside. Redick passes to Cauley Stein.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Redick for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Redick's got the lead up to 8 now for the Mavs.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Conley against Brunson. Right wing. Here's O'Neal. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
Redick with the 3. Utah with the rebound. Poke loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession.
Boy, Doncic showing some nice energy there, challenging that shot on defense. Well done.
And so it's Dallas in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. Dallas has the edge here at halftime. Win or lose, Kenny, the Mavericks have been one of... Thanks for joining.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
Mitchell and Bogdanovich, they're the wings. O'Neal is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Here's Kleba. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pushing it up. And it's Mitchell missing.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
The 3 for Doncic. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the foul called on Porzingis. That's his first foul. Josh Richardson's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Back to Gobert. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Richardson. Utah shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And Gobert drops them both. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Conley against Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Porzingis can't hit.
Clearly out of sync to begin this half. 0 for their first 3 attempts.
Mitchell, and he uses the glass on the layup. Mitchell's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And footwork really so important. Donovan threads the drive there with such grace.
Doncic against Conley. And that's good. Luka Doncic for 3. Doncic has got 6.
And, you know, after starting 0 for 3 this half, they finally get one down.
Bogdanovich wide open. The three-pointer no good.
Just 1 for 4 from the field. Not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Pass to Porzingis. Doncic trying to get open. And it's Porzingis that time on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 assists in the game. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Dishes it to Gobert. Nice D from Porzingis.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Porzingis is double. Richardson gets a wide open look. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And it's an 11-point Maverick lead.
And known as a tremendous shooter for his size, Porzingis wasn't quite as accurate last season, which surprised some people.
Yeah, and you know, Greg, some people would automatically assume that because Doncic attracts so much attention that Porzingis would get more wide open looks. But you got to remember, Porzingis missed a full season and was coming off an injury and needed to reacclimate himself to NBA gameplay. So that takes usually a season plus another season before you're all the way back.
Conley against Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Porzingis.
Well, you look at Mike Conley. He's been around a long time, folks, double-digit years. Does a little bit of everything out there, and outstanding, not only in the locker room, but also in the community, too. Just 5-star in every way.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Royce O'Neal. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Mitchell. Doncic against Conley. Doncic outside. Over Conley. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Slamming it home. Part of why Favors shoots it so well from the field, sometimes he just spikes it instead of shooting.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Doncic against Conley. Now, here's Doncic, guarded closely. Porzingis inside. He's covered by Favors, and Finney-Smith gets it to go.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And stolen by Favors. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And here's Ingles outside. Mavericks leading by 11. And here they come. Hardaway for 3. They get it back. Porzingis finds Doncic. Jacks up a 3. And no good. And so it's Dallas. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. We come back right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a 2-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the floor for Dallas, they've got Porzingis, Jalen Brunson out there with Hardaway. And it's Melly in at the 4. Now Conley. The open shot by Bogdanovich. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Fast break, here they come. Conley with a wide open look. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Came into the NBA as an average shooter at best. Conley's worked as hard as anyone to improve his shot. Part of why he's had such a stellar career.
Nice shot by Porzingis. And it's 8 points for Porzingis.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Outside Favors. Nice ball movement by Utah. Clarkson finds Ingles. Puts up a three. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They've led by as many as 14 points. And here's Porzingis for a three. Conley grabs the miss. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Utah Jazz. They trail by 11. Favors can't get it to go.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now the pass to Brunson. Back to Hardaway. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. A different look for Utah. Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. O'Neal comes in for Joe Ingles. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Clarkson. And then for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Melly. Josh Richardson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. The drive by Mitchell. Gobert trying to get open. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 9 on the basket for Mitchell. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Doncic against Conley. Doncic outside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And the Mavericks lead by 11.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Mitchell in the corner. Down low, Gobert.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Redick is checked in. And here's Richardson outside. Out to Doncic. No good on the triple. Jazz trail by 10. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Out to the wing. Back to Doncic. 1:25 left in the fourth. Right side, Porzingis. Passes it to Redick. It's stolen by Gobert. In transition, here come the Jazz. O'Neal dishes to Mitchell. Outside Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And there is just no fear in Mike Conley. He has not met a big shot he was afraid to take.
Doncic against Conley. Doncic outside. Fouled on the shot, and so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Doncic missing. And the Jazz with possession here. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And he's got the smarts to take advantage of the shaky defense. Conley's been around the block a few times.
He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. And so he makes both from the line. 15 seconds left in the game. Doncic against Bogdanovic. Here's the three, and that's good. Luka Doncic for 3.
Boy, shots like this prove Doncic has the ability to be a major threat from there, expanding his game.
Mitchell's shot is good.
Big-time play there from Mitchell. Remember, he's been the go-to guy since his rookie year.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
It really was. It kept